guard me. I ruin they plans. I do what I want. They do what they can. Got it on smash. Foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. They slept on the team that they owe me. I need a ring and a trophy. I say I'm the best cause I am. It's noted in keeping it low-key. I can carve up the D like a turkey or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets. The coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. Team morale took a turn. Man rumble, never slip nor stumble. I take off, move, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic, dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on smash, foot on the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash, 100-yard dash.
Feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, what? And it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, what? Whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah, whole squad like, yeah, and it feel like, yeah, all day like, yeah, all night like, yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems. You don't want smoke, dog. You don't yeah, call us dangerous. Ain't too many can play with us. See what this game here taking us. No barber, ain't no fading us. I ain't really saying much. Actions be louder than words, man. I just wanna be heard for your mom to your pop to the beat to the birds, man. Cut right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my whole team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? And it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like yeah, and it feel like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah. You don't want problems, you don't want smoke, no. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. Yeah, you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want problems. No, I said you don't want problems, you don't want smoke, dog. You don't want. I put so my frustration.
Okay, Coach, thank you. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is in uptown Charlotte, North Carolina at Bank of America Stadium. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And a good effort on the return there gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Hey, nice 7.
A carry for Devontae Freeman, who missed most of last season. And that is the kind of tackling they want to see all game, as he'll lose yardage to start things out. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 12.
At the 31-yard line.
Ready, 280. Lunch 59. You got to get the ball. Do you get the ball? 39. Check 43. Switch. Hey, quick lane.
Ryan on the handoff. It's Freeman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
And Falcons fans everywhere excited that Devontae Freeman is back on the field wearing number 24 in the red and black. Remember, he went down in Week 2 in 2018 with an injury and didn't return. They're hoping to see the form that led him to 1,000-yard seasons in 2015 and 2016.
An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. Now the first carry for Brian Hill. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. 3 yards there. Good enough to keep the drive moving. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Ain't no such thing as a loss. We take a win.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
On 2nd down, it's Freeman. And Freeman lost the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10.
We own them. 58. Gun. 59. I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school. Mike spot 9.
Now they'll throw it with Ryan. This is caught. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Julio Jones. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. On for the extra point, Giorgio Tavecchio. It's good, and that gives the Falcons a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Falcons 7, Panthers nothing. Matt Wasser to kick off for Atlanta.
Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And he will be marked down right there at the 20-yard line.
Let's go. Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at the 20.
45. Mike, 45. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D.
A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. In on the tackle, Devondre Campbell, Falcons' leading tackler in 2018.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 22-yard line.
Ready. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Shit.
Now Newton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a 3rd down.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle, going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And he finds a man. It's Olsen. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. Newton to Olsen there for a Carolina first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Double time. 4 down. 45 the mic.
Now a toss. This is McCaffrey. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Up from his linebacker spot, Deion Jones making the play.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Hey, watch the slant. Watch the slant.
Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. He juked him. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Hey, here we go. '20.
To throw on 3rd down, Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free, anything you can do to slow them down.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division, looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at at the 43-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Now Ryan going to give it to Freeman. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll leave him with a 3rd down and 6 to go.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
The line to gain is the 33 on 3rd down.
Single. Watch 30. 51, down. Move. Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, come back. Hey, let's go.
Ryan, complete to Jason Witten. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Down. Ready. Ready. Get in the white room. Get in the white room. Let's go.
The left side completion to Jones. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yes, now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2nd and goal, and the lone man in the backfield is Freeman.
Here we go. Hey, South. Bud.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. Call it a gain of a yard as they get a little bit closer here. It's 3rd and goal.
Gerald McCoy is always going to be linked with Ndamukong Suh. They came into the NFL in the same draft class. There's a lot of debate about who was going to be the better defensive tackle. They just do it 2 different ways. McCoy, more movement, more elusiveness. That allowed him to make the play there for a short gain.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Let's go, D, let's go. Hey, let's get there. Check, 45.
To throw again. Newton. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Give me that ball. Express. Give me that ball. Give me that ball, defense. Check 59. Mike is 59. Gun. Watch one. Check. Check, hot route. Hot. What is it?
From the gun, here's Newton. Looking for Pryor, long. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
Let's go.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him at contract time. But that offense, they're thinking, let's get in the end zone this time.
I don't know if that helped him at contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that.
Toe bash.
I don't know about that.
Toe bashed it.
Super toe.
Ryan in the offense with a 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
Check 3. 11. 51, south. General West.
And now a 10th carry for Freeman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Luke Kuechly combines speed, intelligence, toughness, puts it all together. It makes plays like one we just saw there. He may not be a big-time blitzer, but boy, he knows how to pursue straight ahead and make plays in the run game.
Mike, 525. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the 525 tonight.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
That's 2 really good stops in a row. Back-to-back tackles for losses. I mean, let's face it, they are locked into what they're doing offensively. And now they've earned the right to rush the passer on 3rd down, haven't they?
Yeah, and offensively they're going to have to do something else because the run game, at least on this drive, isn't working. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Ito Smith, his first carry. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you've got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
At the 9-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Here we go.
Out of the gun, Newton. He almost had it. The big D lineman nearly had an interception. Instead, it falls down incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things.
Gun. Check, 59.
On 3rd down, Newton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. 46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. Returnable here from the 38. That'll be put in the books as a 53-yard punt. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man move.
Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Mario Addison in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down.
Check three.
Here's Ryan. And his throw here's incomplete. He was looking for Julio Jones, his Pro Bowl receiver, but now it's 3rd down. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
The Falcons on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18.
Come on.
They run. Devontae Freeman. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Matt Bosher now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. This is fielded at the 7. And they had him bottled up, but here's a late flag, and a face mask is going to get a much better starting position. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
The Panthers out there ready to begin their next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you've got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10.
Down to lose one.
Throwing again. Newton. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with.
Man, that's trash. That's trash.
They'll run on first down. Freeman. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
59 Mike. 59 Mike.
To throw is Ryan. Going right side, he has Witten. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The last time we saw Jason Witten on a football field instead of the broadcasting booth was, of course, 2 years ago, 2017. He had 63 catches, 560 yards, 5 touchdowns. It was his 11th Pro Bowl that season for a man who came into the league back in 2003. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. So the kick from here on a field goal would have been right at 53 yards, but instead, offense out there. They're going for it. They'll run it. Freeman. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward, and indeed he did not. They stop him.
It's a turnover on downs.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will they be calm? Will they just...
Cam fighting. He lost the football. It's out, and the Falcons grab it. So we have reached halftime with our score 10-0 as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it now because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch the slap. Watch twist. Watch twist. Watch twist. 8. Express. 45's the mic. 45's the mic.
Cam's going to run the option right. He finds an opening past the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
Pretty nice play here. They go read option, read the defensive end, and when he collapsed down inside, how about the quarterback pulling it, keeping it, and not only getting to the second level, but picking up some really nice yardage.
Very, very well read.
Ready, 88. 45. No gain on this defense, no gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
I wouldn't be surprised to see the next step in utilizing this position is to actually utilize more of a scat back in this spot. Because we saw the catch there, right? He made it, but he's a bigger, stronger guy, maybe not quite as elusive as maybe someone else you would put there.
Yeah, didn't get the big yardage there you might out of a smaller back.
Great.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now.
Makes it 3rd and 2.
Set. Lakini.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
Express.
45 is the mark. Watch this.
Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Here's Newton. It's brought in left side by Tate. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
To throw again on 2nd down. Newton, he'll let this go for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Terrell Pryor, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Gano the extra point, and that'll cut it to 3 at 10-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, watch the slant.
20.
59. Mike is 50.
Hey, Foxtrot.
Ryan throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jones. Touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons push further out in front.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his second touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They did what they had to do to start this third quarter, went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that first touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
I'm not sure, Brandon, we've seen a sloppier played game this year for a team on offense. Turn it over 4 times and expect to win? No chance whatsoever. And look, I have no idea what the ratio is about turning over 4 times and how that correlates to winning or losing, but I'll guarantee you, it's not very good.
They'll try to get the ground game going with Freeman. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Devontae Freeman, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Falcons turn that interception into a touchdown. Tavecchio to add the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Now after the touchdown, it's Bosher to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check 59. Great. 59. Mike to 59. Let's go, team.
McCaffrey following the penalty. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Ready. Mike 59. I'm scared.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a
It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. A big play there for Carolina. 48 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And they'll get him down right around the 16. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. This defense against the run, by the way, they're not top 5, but they are top 10.
So what's your philosophy here? Do you try and run the ball against a team that's pretty good against the run? What if you're a pretty good running team? If so, you might want to go ahead and run it anyway because that's your strength.
It's a first down on a gain of 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. From the gun, Newton. That's caught. It's Thomas. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. He'll get only 2 there, and it's second and goal. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions. In a row, I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
Second and goal from inside the 5.
Right here. Tight end right. Express! 4 down. 45. 45. Express! 45. Express! Check 45 to Mike. Check 45 to Mike.
Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
So it's third and goal, and now the question, can this Falcon defense stand tall once more? And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage, back at the 6. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
It's now 4th down and goal.
So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after. After this is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. That field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down.
Express! I got Ocean there. Me. I got this. What is it?
They snap it to Newton. That's to his running back, complete. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Panthers, they're able to draw a bit closer. Gano now to add the extra point. It's up and good, so they claw back into it. 24-14 now. Gano now following the touchdown, here to kick it away. Fairly short kick, taking it to 14 here. Then he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this fourth quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. Not able to go anywhere that time. Second down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. Now it's Ryan. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Well, don't change that channel just yet. This one may have gotten a bit more interesting.
Put down the remote, put down the clicker. This one looked like it was over. It looked like they were ready to seal the deal. But in doing so, by pitching it around a little bit, it cost them. We could have a great finish.
Extra point try good by Gano. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they just had that pick 6. I guess the only positive maybe them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle. You know, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there, it's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Throwing on 2nd down, Ryan. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's 3rd down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, fourth quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Watch the flood, watch the flood, watch the flood. Hey, echo. Hey, watch it. Hey, express.
The Falcons going to use the second of their timeouts. That's going to leave them with just one remaining here in this fourth quarter. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10.
21. Mike 51. Mike 51. Hey, Delta. Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. 51 to Mike, boys. 51.
The pressure drops off as they look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
So, my goodness, I wouldn't have thought this possible not too long ago, but that turnover there means we have a game again.
There's been a completely different team here in the second half. I just wonder on the other side of the field where the starters telling the backups, get ready, you're going to get some playing time. And now guess what? Hope they didn't cut the tape off of their wrists and ankles. They've got to go back out there and play.
Mike is 59. Mike the 59.
Get it.
Now following the interception, here's Newton. Got a man right side, it's McCaffrey. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
First and goal at the 7-yard line.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. They'll try to run it in, going option right. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
And on this play, the read for the quarterback was the defensive end, and he was totally focused on the quarterback. He should have given it off inside to the running back. Instead, he kept it and ended up taking a loss on the play.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal.
Pick it up. Express! Mike 5'9", Mike 5'9".
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
They'll give it up to McCaffrey. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Hey, we got 4. We got 4 down. 4 down. 45, 45, 45, Mike, 45. Watch the run. Hey, express!
Now Newton on 3rd and goal. Escaping the pressure right. And that will be caught by Moore. He's got a Panthers touchdown. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Gano for the extra point. And that will make this a 4-point game.
Makes the score Panthers 28, Falcons 24. Greg Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now, but let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. Matt Ryan trying to lead the Falcons from behind. Last year in 16 starts, just one fourth-quarter comeback for the QB.
59. Mike's 59. Wait. 6 guys.
Off the play fake to Freeman. It's Ryan. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. A 20th carry now for Devontae Freeman. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Yeah, and that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. Here's Matt Bosher now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. Averaging over 50 yards a punt so far as this one's away. And a fair catch called for and made just inside the 35-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
20. Express. Here we go. 45. Mike, 40.
Now Newton. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Newton to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. This is taken at the 18. So possession goes over here on the punt. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. He'll look to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22.
54, south. Hey, 2. 59, Mark. 59, Mark. Check, 59. All day. Mike, check.
Back to throw. Got a man complete. It's Chris Hogan. 15 yards on the play, first down. And he did exactly what they needed him to do, Charles. Got out of bounds. They have no timeouts.
And they knew that before the play even began. Still executed it. How many times have we seen it happen where you know it, yet a guy's still looking for a timeout or trying to stay in bounds? He got it done.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The Falcons on third down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4. He's back to throw. Caught on the right side by Jones.
Well, how about keeping your head about you in this situation? No more timeouts. Finds a way to get out of bounds. Now they can breathe a little bit as they contemplate what to do on the next down.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now Ryan. The throw left side complete to Hogan. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 6 there on first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Ryan to throw. And this will be incomplete.
Now we're in the situation where the quarterback's got to take full charge of his huddle. Got to totally command it, make sure all eyes are on him. All focus is locked in. Going to call multiple plays and go over different situations and scenarios to make sure everyone is on the same page.
The Falcons on third down. They've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 4. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Brian Burns in there to drop him as that clock continues to run.
51. 51 for Mike, boy. 51. Hey, Haywood.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Down 4 late. Got to go for it here on 4th down.
Got it. 11. Bravo.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Panthers are going to win the football game. And this one going to wrap up with Cam Newton going down to a knee. So how about that comeback that we just witnessed going into the fourth quarter? I don't know that we had written them off, but it looked bleak. They were able to get it done.
They put up a barrage of points and reeling them in and running them down and winning it. Wouldn't you love to be in their locker room right now? Think about the energy that's radiating out of there right now. They're talking about belief, sticking together, and finding a way to win.
So for the Panthers, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New Orleans Saints. Meanwhile, for Atlanta, they come back to the pack a bit as their record falls to 7-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.